Hi, my name is Rasheed Girvan, Regional Digital Manager with Yello Media Group. As Digital Manager, I consult with a wide range of businesses to establish their digital marketing needs and see what solutions, if any, the Yello Media Group has to offer. Usually, we have to do a detailed needs assessment, target assessment, etc., for us to create customized campaign proposals in order to ensure that we're able to meet the customer's unique needs with the marketing solutions that are available. Digital media and digital advertising increasingly plays a more important role in different businesses' online and marketing strategy and online presence. And that is because if you look at it, marketing is really supposed to be communicating a message to consumers. It really is connecting buyers with sellers. And so what will happen is if you understand and study user behavior, you'll realize that more and more people are turning to a digital device, whether it is a mobile phone, a tablet, a laptop computer, to get and share information. And so if this is where people are spending more of their time, then what it means is that marketers and businesses will want to be able to use this medium to communicate their message and reach consumers where they're spending this time. Digital media has evolved, I would say, in exponential terms over the past few years, and it continues to evolve. That is as a result of superior breakthroughs in technology as well as access to digital media. And so what obtains now today is a far cry from what obtained 24 months before. And so it's important that people be aware of the changes in trends. So for example, it was a thing where images was taken off. No longer did you have to have an expensive camera to take images and photographs. Now the quality and storage on your phone, the quality of the camera and the storage capacity on your phone far outweighs many old-time SLR cameras. And so images and video have exploded. If you look at things like what that facilitates in terms of augmented reality and virtual reality, you'll realize that different advances in technology, processing speeds, etc., will allow a simple mobile device, a simple mobile phone, to be equivalent to a supercomputer 10, 15 years ago. And so that is just one very simple example of how technology has facilitated the evolution of digital media in general and what the implications for digital marketing really has evolved to follow suit. So digital media plays an increasingly important role in most businesses' operations, especially for a small emerging business, which means that everything is tight as it relates to financial resources. Now, digital allows you to, in a very cost-effective way, reach relatively large target segments. Not only does it allow you to reach a large target audience, but more importantly, I think, it allows you to reach the right target audience. You see, digital allows you to segment and through micro-targeting and micro-segmentation, you're able to transmit your message to people who are most likely to do business with you, to people who are most likely to be interested in your product and services. And what it means, therefore, is that one of the main advantages of digital marketing in general is that without spending money to reach everybody, by zeroing in on who your customers are likely to be, one, you'll spend less money. Your return on investment, or ROI, will be better simply because you'll be able to convert more of the people who are seeing this message. And so whether you're a small, medium, or large business, we advise our customers to establish exactly who they want to target, where they are, what are the nuances of this market segment, what are the behavior types, what are the trends, what are the habits, and we will be able to use all of that information to create customized campaigns so that the message The digital message is going to the right people, and at the end of the day, the probability of success will be infinitely higher. To be able to measure the success of a campaign, there are a number of ways that we can do that, because unlike other forms of advertising, digital advertising allows you very clear-cut ways to determine success and as it relates to return on your advertising investment. Before we go there, though, one of the main things that businesses need to be able to do to enhance and to properly utilize digital marketing is to collect user information. Don't assume that you know all there is to know about your customers. Go out and actively request and collect this information, whether through interviews, meaning just having the conversation with them, your customers, that is, knowing what they like, where they are, what they like to do while online, doing surveys, etc. And you collect this information, because in digital, the wealth is in the list. The more detailed the information that you have to provide to your digital marketing partner, the more accurately conformed or customized, the more accurately customized your digital campaign will be, and the more likely it is that your campaign will be a success. We measure a number of things to determine success. For example, reach. If you're spending $100 US or $1,000 US, how many people, how many eyeballs are you getting? Reach is very important because it lends itself to things like brand awareness, brand equity, how many people will be able to identify and recall your brand at a moment's notice. Also, conversions or click-throughs to your online asset. Now I say online asset because that could be a Facebook page, it could be an Instagram page, it could be your website, it could be your Yello Media Group online directory profile. Whatever asset that provides more information about your business as it relates to the services you offer, your opening hours, the products you offer, where are you located, your phone number, information that can assist the end user or your potential customer, assist them in making a purchase decision. Because at the end of the day, the objective is to get persons aware of your product or your services and moving them along through a funnel towards saying, yes, I want to do business with this company. The online asset is the most important part of your digital footprint. I say that to say, you can invest thousands of dollars US in a digital campaign, in so doing targeting people to get to your website or to your Facebook page. And that investment results in very little as it relates to growth for your business, because the online asset doesn't provide the information, it doesn't do its job. It doesn't provide the information necessary to move the customer further along the purchase decision funnel. And so it is of the utmost importance, it is critical that your online asset be current, so it's updated frequently, it is accurate, information that is contained therein accurately depicts the essence of your business and the information about how to contact, the services you offer, the prices, the product descriptions, all of that is accurate. And so customers will be able to spend more time consuming that information about your business, and in so doing, get a better idea in their own minds about whether or not this company is one that I would like to do business with. Because at the end of the day, when you're competing in the digital space, and this is a point I'd like to make for most businesses, especially young, upcoming, smaller entities, competition is real. Because the competition is real, it means that you have to be on point. Your service delivery, your product delivery, all of aspects of your business needs to be to a very high standard to be able to maintain competitiveness in the industry. Every campaign, every digital campaign is different. And even if we are looking at two businesses in the same industry, so let us say we're talking about a retail store. Both retail stores offer clothing, female clothing. Both campaigns likely to be different. It depends on your target market. It could be that one clothing store targeting young females and the other is targeting middle-aged or older females. One is targeting accessories or, the differences can be huge. What we advise you to do, if you are a business that have multiple target areas, we simply do multiple campaigns. And each campaign is sufficiently targeted to the appropriate, and each campaign is targeted to the appropriate audience, so that you're not wasting time and wasting resources trying to reach people who are not going to be your customers. And so the online asset, the website or your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your Twitter page, your online directory page, should have the information about the product or the service on offer so that persons can get that information. In terms of the online asset, many businesses or upcoming entrepreneurs choose to go the route of social media. Now, social media is an extremely effective and powerful platform. However, there are certain things that businesses need to know. For example, the power of an individual's social media page is, in terms of reach, is one thing. It is not the same thing if you have a corporate or a business social media page. You're actually held now to a higher standard. And so I would advise businesses to consider your social media engagement strategy. That has to be clearly decided before you enter the social media space. Things like, how often are you going to create a post? What is the post going to say? Is it going to educate or entertain? Is it going to inform? What is going to be the essence of your social media page? What will people get having consumed or spent 5 minutes on your page? Responses. Opening up yourself to social media means that everybody who has access to your page is able to leave a comment. Not all of these comments will be flattering or favorable. What strategies do you have in place to be able to, first of all, identify these comments? Then you need to be able to sift through and determine, is this something favorable? Is it not favorable? How do you deal with each? If it is unfavorable, what's the turnaround time that you're going to be able to accept before you acknowledge and respond to that negative, unflattering post? And so these are things that goes to the heart of the success of your business if you're going to be entering the social media space. And so while it is powerful, Facebook now has over 2 billion active users globally. With a platform that huge, it comes at a significant opportunity for communication and reach. However, there is also a number of players who are actively trying to compete for those 2 billion eyeballs. And so being aware of the pros and the cons and the nuances of the social media space is critical for success for any business, small, medium, or large. So in terms of online assets, social media definitely is a powerful tool. What we have found is that a website, a properly designed, optimized website, is critical for being able to identify and communicate information. We say optimized because one of the main things is to identify user behavior. Where do most people consume information about your website? If you were to think about it, you'd realize that many persons are going to be using their mobile device, whether that is a cell phone or a tablet. It means that your website needs to be optimized to be used on this small mobile device. So mobile optimized websites, that's a critical component. You will also want to take advantage of all the different online assets available to you. So things like the online directory, things like other platforms that gets the message about the name of your company, the contact information, the products and services you offer. Identify where these are. Many of them are free, but as long as they are there to broaden your footprint, broaden the ability of persons to find you, get information about you, if necessary, make contact with you, then you'd be well on your way to establishing yourself as a business. Another online asset is mobile apps. Now, a mobile app is not for everybody. Mobile apps we found is for specific industries, and you can get benefits from a mobile app. However, you have to invest a significant amount in order to get people to, one, be aware of it, and to download and use the app. So before you invest in mobile apps, you'd have to do these assessments and make sure that it's the right fit for you. As a startup company, is it important for you to get a website? Well, that depends entirely on how serious you are, because many startups are not as aggressive as they could be. It also depends on the business that you're in. If you are interested in growing your business aggressively, then definitely a website would be an important aspect. Definitely a website will be an important tool in your online toolbox. Social media is great to build awareness, to encourage conversation about your business, etc. If, however, you're able to move those people from social media over to your website where you can continue the conversation, and you're able to do things like collect user information, because remember, in digital, the wealth is in the list. If you're able to use the website to collect user information, start the dialogue, get people to download something about your business, like a brochure or something, and so you have their information, there you have your detailed information, then what you're doing ultimately is to moving them along the channel of making that purchase decision. If you can adequately move the end user down the purchase decision on social media, then more power to you. Many persons maintain a very active, profitable social media space, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, which are the more popular platforms in Jamaica. There are hundreds of other platforms. If you are able to have a social media strategy that is able to do that, meaning communicate, engage, and be able to get persons aware about your products and services enough to make that purchase decision, then that is the only time that I would say a website may not be as critical a component to your online footprint as in other instances. Digital can be expensive, or if used properly, it will be very, very cost-effective. A cost-effective way of establishing, first of all, and growing your business. Social media is relatively free. And I say relatively free because it's free to set up the account. However, you have to be able to analyze cost, not only in terms of direct expenses, but in terms of total resources. How much time and effort and energy and man hours is it taking to be able to establish and maintain yourself on social media? How many hours of the day do you, as the business owner or your employees, invest in keeping current and keeping on top of your social media pages? There is a cost to that, because that is time spent that on social media that you could have done other things with, either you or your staff. So cost has, in my opinion, needs to be taken in the broader context. In terms of direct spending, you can spend relatively small amounts of money and get good reach. the better the information you have about your target audience, the better you're able to segment your audience and to be able to create a micro-targeted campaign, then the better and the further your advertising dollar will go. And so it will be more likely that reaching the right audience, you will have the right message and you will be able to have a better return on investment, because more of those people who see your ads or see your message will want to learn more about your business and ultimately do business with you. And so in determining the cost factor of your campaign, a number of things take into consideration. For example, how large is your audience? Many customers come to me and say, I want to target the Caribbean, or I want to target North America. Well, there are almost 400 million people in the United States. Do you want all 450 million, or would you like specific demographics? Would you like to target people in specific geographic areas? Would you like to target people who are a particular gender, age group? So the more information that you have about your target audience, we'll be able to create that campaign, and then you'd be able to spend less money to be able to get a good bang for your buck. At Yello, the approach is to understand the objective of the customer. Many times, the customer isn't as clear as we'd like them to be about their objectives. And so we ask the necessary questions to be able to unearth and to clarify the marketing objective. It could be general brand awareness, it could be to generate leads, it could be to promote sales, it could be a short-term promotion. And by establishing the overall needs of the marketing campaign, then we will be able to go further in creating the right campaign for our clients. Every campaign is customized, whether we're talking to a startup, small, medium, or large business. Every campaign is customized because the objectives of each campaign is different. And so what we will be able to do is to, based on your needs, identify what platforms are most appropriate. Whether we're talking about Google display advertising, search engine marketing, we're talking about email advertising or email marketing, we're talking about social media. Whatever platform is most appropriate, or platforms are appropriate in getting that campaign going in order to meet your unique campaign goals. And so we'll be able to take almost any business and create a custom campaign to connect the potential audience, the potential customer with your business. Digital marketing. 3 of the main areas that you need to pay close attention to. 1, your online asset. Know where you want persons to get the information about your business. Is it your social media page? Is it your website? Is it your online Yello directory profile? Is it your mobile app? Ensure your online asset is able to communicate the message about your products, about your services, your contact information, because at the end of the day, your online asset is going to be what will drive sales. Digital marketing allows you to be able to measure success. Know how well your campaign is performing. Know what the digital campaign is doing for you and for your business. Identify what demographics are most responsive to your ads, and if necessary, fine-tune the ads and the artwork to ensure that you're getting the best bang for your buck, and to also ensure that you're getting the level of conversions as it relates to clicks of your ads, and conversions as it relates to persons being interested and generating interest from your online asset. Measurement in digital marketing is a key component. Digital marketing allows you to create very targeted, very detailed campaigns. One of the biggest things that you can do for your business is to ensure that you know your customer. We're not talking about general height, weight, skin tone, gender. We're talking about going beyond the superficial to know what your customers' likes are, what their interests are, where they like to entertain themselves or where they like to shop. The more information that you can get about your customer is the better your digital agency like Yello will be able to create a campaign that will reach this target audience where they like to do these things, where they like to live. And so it should be an objective of all businesses to continuously collect information about their consumers, about their target audience, so that when these behavior and these habits change, we can also be able to respond in kind and modify the campaigns accordingly. Again, my name is Rasheed Girvan. I'm the Regional Digital Manager here at Yello. If you have any questions or comments about what you've seen here today, feel free to reach out to me at rgirvan@yellomg.com.